Till now we have discussed about recording of transaction in a previous 6 video. Now we end this topic with ledger. In this session we discuss detail about ledger. I am Dr. Chaitali Pawar from Department of Pharmacy, Government Polytechnic, Jalgaon. Learning outcome of this session: after watching this video you will be able to recall definition of ledger and posting of ledger from journal and cash book. Ledger: the transaction of similar nature are brought together at one place in a book is called ledger. Ledger is the book which contain in a summarized and classified form a permanent record of all transaction of business. It is nothing but the collection of all the account debited or credited in a journal and various special journal. For this, the register card or separate purchase sheet is prepared. Ledger is divided into separate section called account, and each account occupy a page or two or even more pages. The pages of ledger are called folio and are numbered. It is easy to find any account in a ledger by going through the alphabetical index which is provided on a front page. The ledger account is divided into two sections by a central vertical line. All the debit entries are made on left hand side and the word to before the debit entry should be there, while the credit entries are made on the right hand side. The CR abbreviation it is present at the top of right hand side and the word by is before credit entry. This is the format for ledger. Ledger is mainly consist of 4 columns on each side. So first column it is for date, the date on which the transaction is recorded. Second column particular relating to the transaction. Third one is page number of book of original entry, that is JF, that is page number of journal, and the last column that is the amount involved in a transaction. So in this way, in each side the 4 columns are generally observed in case of ledger. The format of ledger is similar to the format of single column cash book. Next point is the importance of ledger. Ledger is very important and useful in maintaining the account of an organization because the management can know on a particular date the amount due from the certain customer or the amount that firm has to pay to the particular supplier by simply going through the account in ledger. Then it is very useful because the various transactions may be spread all over in a journal in a various pages, but all these transactions are recorded on a one page in a ledger. The account are open in ledger in some definite order. Therefore, it can be included in a same manner while preparing for the profit and loss account and balance sheet. The last thing is account can be easily located by index which is provided on beginning of ledger. While in case of big organization, a code number to the each account. So in this way, the ledger is important for a different purposes for the big organization. The next point is the posting of ledger from journal. Different steps are involved while we go for the posting entries from journal to ledger. After going through index of ledger, locate the account to be debited or credited as enter in a journal. This is the first step. Then second, if an account is to be debited, enter the date of transaction in a date column on a debit side. Then third step, in a particular column, write down the name of account which has been debited in journal. Then fourth, enter the page number of journal folio column, and in a journal write the page number of ledger. Last one is enter the relevant amount in a relevant column. So in this way, these are the 5 steps for posting of ledger from journal. This is an example. Generalize the following transaction and post them to a ledger. So here various transactions are there. So from this transaction, first prepare the journal, and by using that journal, then post the journal entry into ledger. So first we go for preparation of journal. So in this way, by a simple way, we prepare the journal. In journal, different accounts are there, like a cash account, machinery account, purchase account, building account, then Naresh account, Ajay account, Raymond accounts, then interest and cash account. In case of preparation for ledger, prepare the account for separate account for the each. That means personal account, nominal account and the real account, like that. For example, first we prepare the cash account. So in this way, the all cash account entries which are located in a journal, so post that all cash account entry in a separate cash account in case of ledger as it is. That means in suppose here that cash account entry here is debited and amount is 50,000 rupees. So here also in a cash account, write down that entry, that is to Neeraj capital account, that is 50,000 rupees. So that is debited in a journal. So like that here also debited in a ledger. So in this way, pick up that entries of cash account and collect at a one place in case of ledger. Then go for preparation of Neeraj capital account. So here the second, that is to Neeraj capital. So that's why the second account in case of ledger, that is Neeraj capital account. Neeraj capital account, it is related with the cash account. So Neeraj capital account here is credited. So that's why in case of ledger, that Neeraj capital account, it is credited by cash. So that's why it is on a credit side by cash rupees 50,000 rupees. Okay. So in this way, prepare the individual account. For example, for the machinery, then the purchase account, building account, Naresh account, etc., etc. So here first we prepare the cash account, then second Neeraj capital account, then the third one is machinery account, purchase account, building account, then Naresh account, Ajay account, then Ramesh account, sale account and interest account. So in this way, from that journal, here we prepare total about 10 to 11 separate account in case of ledger. The next point is posting of ledger from cash book. So for posting of ledger from cash book, the first point is the left side of cash book show the receipt made in cash or through the bank, so that all the account appearing on debit side of cash book are credited because the cash or check has been received in respect of them, while the right hand side, it indicates the payment made in cash or through the bank. That's why all account on credit side of cash book are debited and cash hand, because the cash and check are paid. Then in case of bank, that bank column is maintained in a cash book. the bank account is not open in a ledger. Bank column is prepared separately in a cash book, so that's why there is no need to open the bank account in case of ledger, because that bank column it act as a bank account, and the C, that is the contra entry, are ignored in case of ledger. The next, posting from petty cash book is made at the end of month, and the total amount written on the debit side of concerned ledger account. The ledger folio number should be written under every total expense amount. And the last one is, in a folio column of ledger account, page number of petty cash book is written for future or the cross reference purposes. So these are the some rule for posting of ledger from the cash book. So here is the example that post this transaction to cash account and bank account in a ledger. So these are the different transactions, and these transactions are related with the cash account and the bank account. So prepare the cash account and bank account in case of ledger. So to solve this problem, first find out the cash account transaction and the bank account transaction. First go through all these transactions and identify the particular type of transaction. After that, prepare the cash account and the bank account in this way. So in a cash account and bank account, whatever transactions are there, so write down that transaction in that particular account. So first we observe this transaction, that is Dinesh invests rupees 1,50,000 in a cash to start a business. So as the name indicate cash, so that's why it involved under the cash account. So here on the debit side, the entry is to cash to Dinesh Capital, and amount is 1,50,000 rupees. Then second entry, his deposit rupees 1,30,000 in a newly opened bank account. So in case of this transaction it is posted at both places, that means cash account and also bank account, because here the bank account is credited with rupees 1,30,000, and while the bank account is debited 1,30,000. So here this transaction affects both the account, that is cash account and the bank account. Then he purchased the good for cash rupees 8,000 rupees. So cash, so that's why it involved under the cash entry, that is buy purchase 8,000. So in this way identify the transaction which involve under the cash account or the bank account, and then separately post that particular transaction in a cash account and the bank account. So by using this simple rule, we solve the problem and post the transaction in a particular ledger from the journal or the cash book. Summary of this session. So in this session we learn about the definition of ledger, and here we discuss about the posting of transaction from journal and the cash book in the ledger. So it is all about the ledger. It is a nice experience to prepare the video on such a difficult part of account for you, but your huge response motivate me to prepare better educational video on a various topic of TSPM. So thank you very much. Keep watching this video and suggest to your friend to watch the video. Once again, thank you very much.